Hey everybody, welcome back to Code a Responsive Website with Bootstrap 3. This video is called Using jQuery to Display an Alert Box. In our final website, you can see if I click this big button, an alert box fades in and slides down. In our current website, we have the alert box there, but clicking the button doesn't do anything other than refresh the page. And we don't want this to display on page load by default. We just want it to be there if we click the nice big button. We can do that with jQuery pretty easy. So check it out. Go to your code editor and open your JS folder. And in there, open your script.js. All right, so in here, we're going to do a little bit of jQuery. So to start jQuery, you need to write this. So $, open the bracket function, and then have open and closing brackets, curly brace, leave some space for some jQuery code, close the curly brace, close the bracket, and then semicolon. So this, when you put all of your jQuery within this little function code right here, that tells jQuery to wait until the browser has loaded the rest of the website and then execute this code. So that's just a super quick, brief rundown as to what that is. There's a couple different ways of writing this, but this course isn't on jQuery, perhaps another one. But if you wanted to learn more about jQuery, just Google jQuery, read the docs. It has really good documentation and a really big community, so you can read a little bit more about jQuery if you're wanting to jump a little further into it. Okay, so for this alert box, we need to do a couple things. First, by default, we don't want the alert box to show up. So let's actually go back to our styles. And down in global styles, we selected alert. Let's actually also give it display none. So in our CSS, we want our alert box to never display. We just, by default, don't show it. Even if the user viewing your website doesn't have JavaScript on their browser, don't show the alert box. So if I save that and go back to the website and refresh, that alert box is gone by default. So let's go back to a jQuery. Within here, we're going to do something kind of neat. We're going to select the button. Let's see, let's pull that button up. Here it is right here. We're actually going to give this button an ID of alert me, just so we can specifically select this button with jQuery. And back in your jQuery, we're going to select that button we just added that ID to. So alert me. This is how you select something in jQuery right there. $, curly brace, bracket, strings, and then the ID or the element. Could be div, could be a class, could be whatever. And on click, we want to run a function. So this is how you write that out. So this is what we're going to do here. It looks very similar to the function that we added right here. So select alert me, and jQuery function of click, we want to run something. So this is what you have to write in order to do that. And in here, we're actually going to add E. And then select that E, prevent default. The only reason we add this is because this is a link. And when you click on a link by default, it'll either navigate to a link or refresh the page if there's no href supplied. Because there is no href supplied, we don't want it to go to a link. We want it to perform a function. We want to prevent the default behavior of that link. So you could do that in jQuery by, within the function, adding a little variable in this little container, and we want to prevent the default of the element we're clicking. So that's what this does. Then let's move down and do something else. Success alert, that was an alert box we added. And a jQuery function, slide down. So that's literally all we need to add to make the button slide that alert down. So just as a little review, when you click on alert me, prevent the default behavior of the link and then slide the success alert down. Save, go back to your website, refresh, click the button, and your alert should slide down, and then you can close it right here. So that's just like a real quick little rundown as to how you can use jQuery to add a little bit of flair to your website. So that's it for this lecture, and in the next lecture, the next video, we're going to start adding these feature boxes. So I'll see you there.